plus how you can support Kupuna in Hana Maui. Then, we're just days away from the start of the largest indoor volleyball tournament in Hawaii. Rachel Picaro sits down for all the details. This and more right now on High Now Daily. How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome to High Now Daily. I'm Kainoa Carlson. Happy Aloha Monday. We got a great show planned for you folks to kick off this week. We're joined right now by Holly Crane and Iko Bolanga, the owners and the founders of Anela Kai Adventures. Fantastic local business that we're going to get into about really supporting Hawaii Island, Keauhou Bay, and this model of regenerative tourism here in Hawaii. First of all, gang, welcome to the show. Mahalo nui for being here.
Thank you. Mahalo for having us.
Mahalo. All right, so we have a lot to get to today, but I do want to start with a little bit about what you folks do. Anela Kai Adventures and kind of the experience. What's that about?
So Anela Kai Adventures, we are a tourism company, a guided cultural experience.
Mm-hmm. So on this experience, right, you guys are kind of taking people out in the Va'akaulua. That's the double haul.
Yep.
So what is the experience? So people come in, they book with you folks, and we're taking them throughout Keauhou Bay, yeah?
Correct, yeah. We offer 2 tours. We've offered our night manta ray tour for a long time. We are the only paddle power Va'akaulua double hull canoe that offers this tour. So it gives a really different experience. But we also do a daytime guided cultural tour in Keauhou Bay.
I love that. Now expand a little bit more on that and the very special place that Keauhou Bay is.
Mm-hmm.
So Keauhou Bay, Keauhou is, so the meaning of Keauhou is a new beginning or a new era. So what we do is we take people out and we take you back to yesterday in the Bay of Keauhou, and we'll teach more of what was there yesterday. You know, King Kamehameha III was born over there.
Wow.
Part of our Holua slide. Also, we have
The last Hawaiian battle
Yes.
took place at Kuomo'o, just on the coast. So pretty significant history.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
all of these very specific Hawaii stories that took place over there are available throughout these tours. And that's a big part of like the whole process with tours, especially here in Hawaii when we use that word regenerative tourism. A lot of people are thinking, okay, so like what does that mean? But this is a great example of it, right?
Yes.
Like really kind of
Most
limiting the impact. Yeah, tell us
Limiting
about that.
the impact, and also just sharing our history. We want to connect people with our place, with our ocean. You know, we always say our goal is to make anyone who comes out with us fall in love with our ocean, because they're going to want to take care of it that much more. And being paddle power, we've chosen to remain that way. We only take 6 people on a va'a, so it's small, intimate groups, and just, you know, really trying to make people fall in love with Hawaii.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's an easy thing to do, especially
It
when you get
is,
out over there, right?
for
Oh
sure.
yeah, it's,
100%.
well, what better way on a va'a, you know?
Right.
First
Yeah.
thing to touch land before man in Hawaii.
That's right, and that's
Yeah.
very important, learning the cultural significance of what this ocean and the Aina mean to us. One of the very unique things you folks are able to do as well, even for non-swimmers, right? People who
Yep.
have whatever type of limitations, you guys are able to accommodate that as well, yeah?
We
Yes.
are. Yeah, our lights are set up right between the hulls of our canoe, and because we have no motor, nothing that can harm a manta or a person, yeah, we're able to create this little self-contained system. So whether it's a non-swimmer, we take out people with special needs, limited mobility,
Kids,
yeah, younger
Yep.
kids, Kupuna.
I always
yeah,
say, if you have the will, I'll find the way.
I love
100%.
that. And I did want to ask you folks as well, being able to be a part of this this cohort with Hawaii Tourism Authority and what's taking place there. What was that experience like for you folks, kind of learning about, again, as we head into this new way of doing tourism here in Hawaii?
It's super refreshing and powerful to see,
Yep.
you know, HTA, you know, CNHA, these larger entities really, you know, there's been a lot of talk about, okay, this
Right.
is what it needs to be, it's where it needs to go. You can feel it now.
Right.
You know, we've always had a sustainable regenerative experience, so it's a beautiful thing to see that becoming the forefront of what tourism can and should look like.
I love that. And obviously, as we continue to talk, over here on the table as well, before I let you folks, you got to explain for us, Iko, like what are all of the different things on this
So
table?
these are just stuff that we used as voyagers. or even on our daily, on the fa'a. So your water gourds, tackle box, your he'e lures, fish trap, and you also have like a shrimp catcher.
So all of this is the different experiences people
All
are
different
getting out there,
experiences
yeah?
with getting out there, and
Correct.
it's the regenerative part of going back, looking back to yesterday and bringing it back today and bringing people back to how we should be doing things.
Right.
And you know, and learning about our moon phases on when to fish for certain fish or when to go and feed certain fish.
Yeah, and it's very important Ike and knowledge for people to have. Tell us more about this manta ray experience as well, because in the evening, that's a very different type of experience, right?
It is. It's pretty magical. Yeah. So again, we're the only paddle power company. So you're paddling out. You get the experience of paddling a canoe. You get the experience of seeing these magical creatures and just doing it in a way that leaves no footprint. You know, it's life-changing. I mean, people will tell us they've done a million things around the world, and that was the coolest thing they've ever done. So, yeah.
Definitely, we're looking at videos, and I can definitely see why.
It's awesome. It's
Holly,
awesome.
how do
Yeah,
people get more
Angela,
info?
see.
They want to come down, book a tour with you folks. Again,
Yep.
these are guided tours available right at Keauhou Bay. What's the best way for people to get more info?
Yep. So we have our website, anelakaiadventures.com. I answer the phone, so you'll get me if you do call.
go.
We're very small and family run, but 808-987-0377 is our number, but you can find all of that on our website. So
Right
that's our
on.
best
Holly,
way. Yeah.
Iko, mahalo nui for being here.
Mahalo.
And make sure you folks check it out, Anelakai Adventures. We're going to hit the break.
Yeah.
We have much more coming up on High Now Daily in just a bit. Right on. How's it, Aloha Gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. Now, in the past, there's been Chamber Week, but this year for 2025, with so much happening, it's turned into Chamber Weeks. We got a lot to get to, and we have the President and CEO of the Chamber of Commerce of Hawaii, Sherry Minor McNamara. Welcome in.
Thank you for having me here. Good
Thank
to see
you very much for being here. Now, it is Chamber Weeks. There's a lot happening.
Yes.
So before we get to the upcoming events and the schedule and the different things taking place, I do want to talk a little bit about the initiative and why Chamber Week started in the first place.
We started this 11 years ago as a way for the business community to get engaged in the legislative process.
Right.
It's so critical that their voices are heard as well. And so what we did is focus that 1 week during the opening of the legislative session, so it coincides with that date, and plan a number of events. So we have Legislative Process 101, which is all about how a bill becomes law and how you can get involved. We have a walk around at the state capitol so that business members can meet with legislators face to face and just say, hi, would love to have your support. And last year, we added elevating voices from the classroom. So we have high school students doing their own walk around. And also, an added feature to that is they'll be doing some pitches of solutions to current challenges.
High school students?
Yes, high school
Interesting.
students. And then on Thursday evening, we have a meet and greet legislative reception. So it goes beyond this week. We have a State of Business event at the end of January where Governor Green will say a few words, as well as Senate President and newly elected Speaker Nakamura, first female speaker.
Very interesting. So I did want to expand on something you just mentioned as well. This addition now with the high school students, why was that a important extension to kind of add on with the current events that were taking place?
Yeah, so our Education Workforce Development team works very closely with K-12, and especially with high school students and work-based learning opportunities. And as we know, it's really critical to start strengthening that civics engagement from early on. And that's why we decided, okay, we need to definitely add this component to Chamber Weeks and get them engaged early on in the process. And it's really exciting to see them and watch them present in front of lawmakers as well as other members of the business community, and then asking them some tough questions.
Yeah, and
they
it's
can
very
handle
important.
it. They know how to manage them.
Oh, definitely. And then when you think about it as well, like for the high school students, to plant that seed early about this whole
Yes.
process, how all this works with things becoming law is very important. Now, you mentioned as well, I want to go back a little bit just to the opening week. So what can people anticipate at the beginning for Chamber Weeks?
Yes, so it starts tomorrow with our Legislative Process 101, or actually it's called 201 now.
201
class.
now.
And we'll also have Congressman Case zoom in to provide a federal update. As you know, there's a new Congress as well as administration, so kind of tell us what's in the horizon, as well as someone from the U.S. Chamber that will also provide a federal update. And then after that, we have a number of events. And Wednesday is the opening day at the legislature. So that's open to the public. It's an opportunity to go down there.
See the faces.
See the
learn.
faces,
Yeah.
yes. And it's so critically important for not only the business community, but just the broader public to get engaged, get their voices heard, because a lot of the policies that do get enacted impacts what happens here in Hawaii, from the cost of doing business to the cost of living. And legislators want to hear their stories. Right? They want to hear their stories, what's going on, and what they can do to address those challenges,
Now,
as well as discuss opportunities.
Yeah. And absolutely, the presenting sponsors for this year is going to be Alaska Airlines and Hawaiian Airlines, but we're
Yes.
continuing to look for more partnerships and COCO for the community as well. Also, people can sign up to be members of the Chamber as well, and the YP program, which is another important extension.
Yes, thank you for asking that. They can sign up at cochawaii.org, and the Young Professionals Program, you were part of it.
I was, it's awesome.
Right? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That's another thriving organization under the Chamber umbrella, but it's really volunteer-driven of young professionals between 29 to 39 years old, and they are doing some incredible work. And I am biased, but I'd like to say that Young Professionals Program, more than 450 plus members, is the best in the country because they're doing so much impactful work in the community.
Absolutely. Sherry, thank you so much for being here. And again, for more information about Chamber Weeks and the complete list of scheduled events, head to our website as well, hinowdaily.com. We'll be right back. about the services you guys are providing for Kupuna in Hana.
Well, some of our pillars that we like to pinpoint is preparing and providing. Other things that we do is bringing purpose to Kupuna voice and their gifts. And then lastly, our last pillars that we like to hit upon is preserving and perpetuating the things that intersect generations.
Okay, so again, these are 3 pillars that make up this program of supporting our Kupuna, which you're seeing right there. But I want to expand a little bit because I do know on one of them, it's letting Kupuna drive workshops, right?
Yeah.
Kind of educating. So tell us about that and what are they teaching the younger generation over there?
Well, one of the things that they do, we're doing a la'au lafa'au, which recently I learned that it is earth medicine. I thought this whole time it was plant medicine. That's a workshop that is led by our Kupuna, who is soon to be 81
Wow.
and has a desire to impart this ike right where he received it from.
Now, I want to expand a little bit more. Kamaile, I want to go to you for this one as well. I had the opportunity to travel to Hana for the first time just a handful of years ago. But being out in Hana, like talk about how important the services are over there for all the Kupuna and everybody in that community.
Yeah, it's vital. I mean, each ohana should be caring for their cherished kupuna in a sense, but we're kupuna advocates, so falls on our role. Yeah, there's a multitude of things that we do, but even the workshop that Auntie just referenced, like that's one of the ways that we elevate our kupuna's voices, gifts, is giving them the opportunity and the space to lead those types of workshops. We also like plan other workshops that are not kupuna led, but for kupuna and caregivers, like we have an upcoming Alzheimer's and dementia workshop
Yeah.
that Auntie Lehua planned.
And that's very important too, yeah, because oftentimes when it comes to the ohana, you're kind of, you put into that role of caretaker and oftentimes people not ready, right?
Right, absolutely. Something that we found is for the Alzheimer's workshop, there's actually kupuna, 65 years of age, who are taking care of their Alzheimer's kupuna.
Wow.
And so at the same time, they're looking for resources to care for themselves, but also how do you care for
someone else.
Yes, as a kupuna.
Right.
Right, so some of the challenges, but then grateful that things are coming together.
Absolutely. Okay,
Yeah.
we get plenty makana over here on this table. Can you tell us about it? Kamali, what's all the stuff's happening over here? What we have?
A little bit of everything. We just kind of brought some things, but Auntie Lehua actually with students in natural resources class made different blends. Those are like just some examples of things that have been distributed to our kupuna. We distribute goods to our kupuna every week.
And nutrition's important too, yeah, especially with
Yes.
kupuna, they don't eat as much as they eat, so what they put into their body is very important.
Yeah, and we care about what they're consuming. So this is actually a malamaina hulu kupuna tea, and this is just a little flyer for Hapai Kupuna. It's an annual event that we put on, and this is the second annual, right, coming up?
What is the event?
So we started 2 years ago with Hapai Kupuna and looking at bringing and collaborating in one space and how can we coordinate in supporting and uplifting our elders. And so this coming year in June will be our 3rd annual with a space that is lifting up, bringing resources like Medicare, Hana Health,
Hospice Maui.
Hospice Maui, but then also a space including where they receive lomis and additional things in reminding them. Some of the things that we do is we create a legacy walk. So it's a space that brings and kind of draws out remembering their upbringing, remembering stories, and that creates a space where we can capture it and also hopefully record it.
Oh, beautiful. And we need those stories told,
Yeah,
which is vitally important as well. So you
Absolutely.
mentioned we have a couple workshops coming up. Oh, what's the best way? I imagine we need more volunteers, more kokua for people to come in and support you folks. What's the best way to do all that?
I guess plenty of ways to be involved.
She gave you the eyes. You got to answer now.
We actually, within the organization we work for, Makahana Ike is full of different programs, but you can learn more if you visit hanabuild.org or Makahana Ike on all socials.
There you go. And if you want more information about the programs and services as well, we'll have it up at our website, hainaudaily.com. Auntie Lehua, Kamaile, mahalo nui.
Mahalo.
We're going to hit the break. We'll be right back. Oh, Paul.
7 Gen Culture is an organization that began in 2018 to forge foundations through sports and aloha. And right now, I'm here with their CEO, Ed Chun, and local elite athlete, Devin Kahahavai, to talk all about this year's Transpacific Championship Tournament. Welcome, you guys. Happy to have you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
I wanted to talk to you first, Ed, about this upcoming tournament. I know you guys have been putting this on for several years now, but how did this all start? And give us a little background on 7 Gen Culture.
So 7 Gen Culture is from the belief of takes 7 generations to build a sustainable culture. And so our responsibility today to impact tomorrow and give those hopes and opportunities for the next generation to thrive. So creating those platforms for them to succeed.
You have this amazing approach that you guys call the Ahupua'a approach. Tell me what that means.
So modern day Ahupua'a is that it takes everybody in the community to make one success happen. So everybody is important. There's not one more important than the next, but the collective that we all put together will make that opportunity happen for the next generation.
Now, Devin, you've been a part of this Trans-Pacific tournament for several years. What has your experience been like?
It's been surreal. I think it's a really special opportunity for Hawaii athletes given the experience we get. It's similar to a mainland tournament that you would experience, so to have these opportunities here at home in your backyard is just insane.
You started off playing volleyball as a kid and then playing for Kamehameha schools. Now you're at University of Texas, your junior year. You are making it, girl, and you've been doing such a fantastic job. Obviously, you've got some awards to show for it. So if you could run through some of this here, what do we have?
Yeah, okay. We have the 2022 and 2023 National Championship. It's like a mini trophy. All the players get it. And then alongside, we have the 2022 and 2023 National Championship rings.
Oh my gosh, they're blinging. They're blinging out.
And they also have our Big 12 Championship engraved in as well. So it's like a National Conference Championship ring all in one for both years. And then these two are U18 bronze medal from World Championships in Mexico. And then this is from U19 gold medal in the Pan American Cup with the national team as well.
Congratulations. I mean, that right there is what, you know, hard work and dedication really looks like. And to watch her grow throughout the years, she participated in the tournaments. How does that feel to be able to put on something so amazing and see just the benefits that are coming from it?
It's definitely a proud moment just to be able to see that that vision that we had to create a platform that can help them have that experience of competing at a high level, and then how it aids in their future growth and what their future now becomes because of that. So to be able to see them successful in their journey and having a small part in that is really exciting to be a part of.
Tell me a little bit about what people can expect when they tune in, or if they go on down to the Hawaii Convention Center January 20th. The live broadcast here on K5 is going to be from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., but tickets are available. If you want to be in on the action, tell everybody how they can do that.
It's something that Hawaii as a whole hasn't seen as far as sports tourism goes. It's now the largest indoor sporting event in Hawaii, but to match that, the energy that it brings. 28 courts in the convention center. We also sold out the Blaisdell and 5 off-site locations. So to be able to see these elite athletes competing on a center court that's decorated now, going to be broadcasting live on top of our Hawaii News Now partner TV station is going to be something remarkable. But to come and see and experience it live is an energy that you've never seen, even if you've seen a collegiate level or even a professional level. These young athletes and what they bring to the table and the competition level and the skill level is unmatched.
Go ahead and get those tickets, 7genculture.org, and get in on all of the action. Mahalo, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This week, Thursday, is Damien's Memorial School's Winter Open House. It's gonna be a great chance for you to take a peek into what you can expect at this very great school. So with us to talk all about it is the admissions director, Brett Lemos, and principal, Dr. Pua. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you. Thank you for having us, Damien. Yeah.
Love open houses. So tell us what we can expect at the open house.
Right. So our open house is just a great opportunity for families to learn more about our school. And we have one coming up on Thursday, January 16th from 6 to 8 p.m. We want families to come check out the school. There'll be guided tours of our campus. All of our faculty will be there to answer questions that they might have about academics or clubs or sports. We're even going to serve our families a light dinner if they come and showcase.
Ooh, poo-poos?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm into. I don't have kids, but I'll be in for that.
Totally. Come on down.
Yeah, what can you expect more with the walkthroughs? You kind of go through entire campus. So give us a kind of like visual walkthrough. What can they expect?
We're going to showcase all of our facilities, so they'll get to see our gymnasium, our classrooms in session. They'll see our newest building, our TC Ching building on campus, which is basically housing a full fitness center. We'll show them our athletic field. We just want families to actually physically be on our campus and really get a good feel for what Damien's all about. Yeah.
Awesome. Kind of giving a live look on what they could expect. And also, it's so nice to have the families come to school. It's kind of like a show and tell, right?
Exactly. That's exactly what it is now. Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
So Dr. Pu, tell us about the school in general. Like, what can students expect? You know, what kind of students do you have there? Because I knew it was an all-boys school before, but it transitioned, right, into like 10 years ago about?
Yeah.
Yes, in 2012, we actually became co-ed.
Very
So
cool.
we used to be all boys since 1962. And so right now it's about 60-40 boys to girls.
Oh, good
Yeah.
spread. How's the students? You got good students over there?
We have awesome students. We're really a small school with a really big heart. We have a very caring and committed faculty and staff. We have students from all walks of life. We start at 6th grade, go all the way up to 12th grade.
Oh, very cool. Along with, I'm sure, the standard education, you know, physics, science, English. What other programs do you guys have at the school?
Well, we have an aquaponics class. We have a sustainability course as well, 9 AP advanced placement courses, as well as a middle school from, again, 6 through 8 and then 9 through 12.
Oh man, that's really awesome. So for those who want to check out the school and where can they go on the website to find more information, especially about the open house?
Right. So our website is very easy to remember. It's just damien.edu, like education, damien.edu. You go on that site, the link is up. There's a posting about open house. It's so easy to find. You're not clicking on 5 or 6 links. It's right there on the main page. Yeah.
Get all the info there right on the main page.
Absolutely.
And then also for those who don't know, where's your school located?
Well, I tell you what, we're about a block away from Bishop Museum. So we're right on Hoftailing Street, actually kind of right down the road from Hawaii News Now. And
okay.
Yeah, so literally you'll pass Honolulu Ford, you'll pass Farrington, and then you'll hit Damien right before School Street.
Oh, very cool. Yeah. So how many years have you actually been here at the school?
Oh, nah, you don't want to hear that. I've been at the school for 26 years now.
Oh, Did you graduate and then straight to work?
I am a graduate of Damien, and
Very
I
cool.
went to college, and I came back, and I've been at the school ever since. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And Dr. Pu, you are our new principal, correct?
New principal, 18 months.
18 months?
12 months as the principal, yes.
18 amazing months.
There you go. What have you kind of learned about the school and your experience so far?
We're a very faith-based institution founded on the values of Blessed Edmund Rice as well as Father Damien, Saint Damien. But our school is very special in the sense of our students are very loving and nurturing and caring, and when you come to our school, you'll see that right away. The students are what sells our school.
Yeah.
They showcase the heart of Damien.
I love it. Fostering that community and also educating on the most important points of being on Hawaii and in general, right? So to remind everyone, go RSVP today for that winter open house, yeah, at damien.edu.
Exactly.
Any more shout outs you want to talk about the open house?
No, we just want to encourage all your families, watching. If you have a son or daughter who are in middle or high school, come check us out. And everyone's invited.
There we
Mom,
go.
Dad, Uncle,
Holohana.
Auntie,
Yes.
Grandpa, Grandma, baby brother, little cousin. Come on down. We'll take you. Yeah.
Bring the baby too.
Exactly.
Okay, everyone, go to damien.edu to make that reservation, RSVP. And you're watching Hi Now Daily. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
chemistry because Miss Andres, our teacher, she's also a Damien grad. She just makes chemistry honestly so easy and so understandable. She breaks it down and she's always there to help because chemistry is such like a scary, like difficult subject, but I don't know, she just makes it so easy.
We all love a good chemistry teacher because it's so intimidating. Well, Sam, do you play any like sports or any programs you kind of do at the school?
I do, yeah. So I do bowling and paddling, both varsity. So, and clubs I'm in. I'm part of the robotics, the debate, also the student government we're both in.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you're busy, hey?
Yeah.
Wait, so bowling and paddling, those are your sports? Okay, you look really tall, so I think the basketball team is really kind of like skipping out on this one. Do you have siblings at the school also?
I have a younger brother. He is a freshman. He plays basketball.
Okay, the brother.
Player.
What's his name?
Max.
So Max, is he taller or shorter than you?
He is maybe 1 inch shorter than me.
Okay, so we got room to grow. Awesome.
Yes.
So how's those sports for you? Is it super fun?
It is. It's super fun. Damien, the way our school is, it's not so large where it's super hard to get into a sport if it's your first time.
Right.
I never did sports before freshman year, and bowling and paddling were some of the first sports I'd ever tried out for. But we're still very competitive in our sports and how we compete with the other schools in the ILH.
Nice. Okay, you're competitive. So you guys, is it really supportive, or do you guys kind of how do you push each other to kind of do better or further, or just be there for support, right?
Yeah, it's really just trying to push each other to become the best person you can be excellent in whatever you're trying to do, because you want to show whoever that best version of yourself to the rest of your classmates or your faculty and staff.
I love it. Be the best person you can. So tell us too, there's also, like, you guys are familiar to the studio set, right? Do you have a media program there at Damien?
Yeah, so currently we have a new class, which is broadcast media, but originally our student government was the one that opened up our studio and like proposed the idea. Cool. We ran it. We were the first to troubleshoot everything. We were the ones that had to go through all the mistakes and figure it out.
Oh, we learned here too, that's pretty
But yeah, we have a booth where it has drivers where like they control all the cameras, they control all of the transitions. We also have a sound system with the sound people. And then in the booth, we have obviously people on camera, and then we have people that are controlling behind the camera, which are our producers. We have anchors as well that change out weekly. Sam's one of them.
We have competition here at Hawaii House now. Damien's school is about to go replace us with the production. So Tracy, are you more in front of the camera or behind the camera?
I'm usually a producer, so I don't tend to go in front of the camera. I'm a little camera shy, but first time for everything. This is a good experience.
Damien kids pushing themselves out of the comfort zone. I love it. Also, I mean, it seems like you guys are gonna come here for internship right after graduating, right? So just tell us, what do you love about Damien in general?
I really enjoy the aspect of our community. Even like going back to our sports, most of our coaches are Damien grads. A lot of our staff are Damien grads. So I came to Damien because I saw the community and I saw like familiar faces. I heard really good stuff, and coming there, it really showed that. Like, it really proved itself that Damien, not just because it's a small school, but everyone is like family.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I love it. And Sam, keeping it within the ohana, yeah? Oh, very cool. And then for the viewers at home, don't forget that there's actually an RSVP you could make today for Thursday's open house. So go check it out there on their website. And you're watching Hi Now Daily, and we'll be right back.
A gift of life for legendary sumo wrestler Konishiki, who recently turned 61 years old. Mark Carpenter has the story.
At the peak of his powers, very few could stand up to the mighty Konishiki. The Nanakuli native, born Saleva'a Atisanoi, moved to Japan as a teen and in a matter of years became a force, the first foreign-born wrestler to reach the rank of Ozeki, second highest in the sport. And with a career spent at 600 pounds, he knew health would be a long-term issue.
Maybe after retiring from sumo, make me easier. I can concentrate more and be more focused on trying to lose the weight and getting more healthier.
Fast forward to last June, when Konishiki ran into a medical scare while on a tour in Chicago. He was retaining a significant amount of water due to problems with his kidneys.
I went straight to the hospital and they told me, bro, you cannot fly. And if you fly, you die on a plane because your heart is not beating. It's only like 15%. But again, it's because of the kidney. Actually, your water, you're retaining water so much, it pushes the heart. So it makes the heart struggle. But I went through my whole tour like that.
After eventually returning to Tokyo, where he lives full-time, he learned he was in desperate need of a kidney transplant, and his wife Chie could be the donor.
The hardest thing about the whole thing is getting my wife kidney. That's the reason why it kind of held back. I couldn't see him taking my wife's. She's the one who actually pushed him. I'm grateful that, she just really didn't go deep into it. You got to do it no matter what.
After a month in the hospital, Konishiki says he feels better than ever. And coincidentally, another local sumo great, Musashi Maru, had the exact same procedure.
He's another big-ass local brother, and his wife is petite. Actually, the other one really encouraged us to do it. I mean, he was telling me, but you got to do them. So he's been out for almost 8-9 years already since he did his one.
Since the transplant, Konishiki says he's been losing weight and is hoping to eventually get down to under 300 pounds. He admits his health challenges are the product of a grueling and demanding pro career.
For me, the reason why my kidneys are bad is because of painkillers I took. I took a lot of painkillers, bro. At the time, bro, you're so focused on trying to get to a tournament, try to get the best you can. And especially sumo, you couldn't sit out. Well, every time you sit out, you lose your rank. You come back to the tournament, you're not even in ranking, and you got to fight your way back.
While no longer competing, Konishiki remains close to the sport as a coach and ambassador for the sport around the world. He also wants his recent procedure to serve as a reminder on the importance of proper health, as he has close friends and family members who faced years-long struggles.
Our lifestyle in Hawaii is beautiful, but at the same time, our health too. Should, a lot of sad stories of guys getting heart attack. My sister, who's younger than me, had a heart attack at 30-something years old. And so you never know. And it's about health, man. At the end of the day, man, if you can educate families and, about health, it's good to eat the local food, all pork and stuff like that. But at the same time, it plays, as you get older, you're going to feel it,
A strong message from a man who refused to let any challenge push him around. Mark Carpenter, Hawaii News Now.
Wow, fantastic story by Mark Carpenter. Also as well, for those of us who remember growing up here in Hawaii, those were always the very first morning sports highlights that you would see. You'd see Neil Everett breaking down highlights from Konishiki, Akebono, Musashi Maru, but again, serving as a very important reminder on health here in Hawaii and why it's so important. Switching gears now to a celebration for the Year of the Snake, which was held at the New Year's Ohana Festival in Mo'iliili. Take a look. Let's go. More than 4,000 people attended the 32nd annual event, which we actually featured on High Now last week. Now, this free community celebration took place at the Japanese Cultural Center. There were activities like origami making, other Japanese arts and crafts, martial arts demonstrations, and a tailored drum presentation, and of course, lion dancing. HNN traffic reporter Jonathan Masaki emceed the event alongside State Senator Glenn Wakai. Great photo there. Now, the 14th annual Friends of the Library of Hawaii Music and Book Sale is coming up soon. It's going to take place at the Washington Middle School cafeteria on January 18th through the 20th. Now, there's going to be more than 15,000 books, 25,000 CDs, and vinyl records that are going to be on sale. How cool is that? Volunteers put on the event to help keep Hawaii's 51 public libraries going. So for details, visit friendsofthelibraryofhawaii.org. Also, coming up to the Valley Isle, there's going to be free shows on Maui coming up this weekend. Take a look. It's all part of the 10-year anniversary of the Maui Songwriters Festival, being held at the beautiful Ritz-Carlton in Kapalua. A-list talent like Lee Brice will be heading to Maui from Nashville. There's also going to be songwriters from Hawaii featured as well. Plus, they're going to do cool events like a meet and greet tequila tasting. I feel like Rachel's going to want to go to that. Also, of course, it's Ohana family events as well. Plus, it's free, all going toward a great cause.
The more tickets, more people that come, the more tickets we sell, the more we can give back to Maui. And that's really what this is about. 100% of everything from the auction goes to the Boys and Girls Club and the Maui Fund. So last year, we were able to donate back $130,000, which we just raised it in one night.
That is fantastic. That's what it's all about, supporting our local community. Again, it's going to begin on Wednesday the 15th and ends on Saturday, January 18th. So for more info, hit the website MauiSongwritersFestival.com. And for more information to get your tickets. You're watching High Now Daily. We'll be right back.
Of health, and it's a new year, which is a great opportunity for people to start thinking of New Year's resolutions and maybe quitting tobacco this year.
You know, nowadays there's a lot of tobacco use. Unfortunately, we have some data that shows that about 1 in 3 high school students said they tried vaping. 1 in 3 young adults say they currently vape, so that's a pretty big number. And we know that tobacco products of all kinds, nicotine products, tobacco products, they're harmful to health. They impact the brain, the lungs, the heart. So getting the right support to quit is important, and the Hawaii Tobacco Quit Line is here to help. Some tips that we like to share with folks is, number one is be patient with yourself. You know, change is not easy, so it's important to acknowledge that. Number two is that there's no rule that you have to start on January 1st. You know, you have the whole month of January. Just pick a date that really works for you. It's a personal decision. The third one is that quitting takes practice. You know, like any new skill, surfing, you know, learning to ride a bike, it's gonna take some time, and like it's important to acknowledge that, you know, every quit attempt is bringing you closer to success. The fourth one is interesting, but it's also very important, is that water is your best friend. When you're quitting, you drink a lot of water more intentionally. It helps to flush out those toxins that come from vaping or tobacco use. And again, call the quit line. Like, it's important to get the right advice when you're trying to quit.
Most important off the top is setting the goal, knowing that you want to quit and that there are some ways to help you. So if people wanted a little extra help, where would they go?
Yeah, so a lot of folks like to just go online for information. So the Quit Line has a website, it's hawaiiquitline.org. But of course, calling the number is where you can get all kinds of information and sign up to get support. So the number is 1-800-784-8669. And the Quit Line is is there for folks 18 years and older. Free, confidential, quit support, customized plans. They're available 24/7, and of course, there's free patches, gum, lozenges. So lots of good resources for free. Well, the Hawaii Tobacco Quit Line has now a teen program. It's called My Life, My Quit Hawaii. There's a website for that too. It's mylifemyquit.com. So teens, parents, guardians, healthcare providers that want more information can go to the website and learn more. Or the number to call for teens, because it is a phone program, is 1-855-891-9989. For teens that are interested in quitting tobacco or vaping, they can call a coach. They're trained local coaches too that are especially knowledgeable about working with teens, and they can give them that support that they need. Sometimes it's not easy to ask for help, especially when you don't know what to do. So calling the Quit Line is good for teens too.
Awesome. Well, I'm so glad that you came in today. Go ahead and visit their website. Thank you so much for joining me today. All right. We're going to have all the details on HiNowDaily.com. Mahalo.
For star power. A recent Heisman Trophy winner, Travis Hunter, will be there in person. Also, fun fact, Hunter was named the Polynesian Bowl MVP back in 2022. Since then, the game has become really a proving ground for future college and NFL stars. It's now the #1 high school all-star football game in the nation.
This year's game has been the deepest roster in our history. It includes 11 five-star players and over 30 top 100 players in the country in the classes of 2025 and 2026. And we are the only all-star game to have 2 5-star quarterbacks in Jaron Sangapolutele and Husan Longstreet.
We are very proud of the Polynesian influence on the game of football. When I played, there were 4 of us in the National Football League. Then it goes up to 6, and then it comes back down to 5. But today, we have many different players, many different stars on different teams. Some teams have as many as 5 to 6 Polynesian football players, and they're all at different positions.
That is incredible. What you're looking at there, that's football royalty there. Ma'otanu Vasa and Jesse Sapolu. Now, this year's head coaches, you're looking at them. Both have decades of experience. You're going to have Gary Kubiak, who you see there. He'll be with Team Mackay. And Jim Caldwell with Team Mauka. Kickoff set for Friday, 4 p.m. at Kamehameha Schools, Kapalama. The game also going to be televised nationally on the NFL Network. How cool. Also, you can watch the Poly Bowl on Saturday, January 18th, starting at 1 p.m. on KHNL. It's also going to repeat Sunday the 19th, starting at 4 p.m. on K5. Fun fact, we're going to be part of the broadcast team, Mark Carpenter and I, as well as Kanoa Leahy, who's going to be up in the box doing the play-by-play. Local broadcast team, going to be a lot of fun. Also, the best of the best are ready to battle it out this weekend. From the football field to the volleyball court, 7th annual Transpacific Volleyball Tournament, Hawaii's premier tournament, is going to be held at the Hawaii Convention Center starting Saturday on the 18th. Now, all week here on High Now Daily, we're going to be learning much more about what goes into the tournament, how it supports the community, and how you can get tickets. You just head online to 7genculture.org. Also, the action going to be televised and streaming 1 week from today, Monday, January 20th, beginning at 3 p.m. It'll be live on K5 and online at HawaiiNewsNow.com. That's Transpacific. It is big time stuff. Also, if you had an opportunity last night at 7 p.m. on K5 and KHNL, Hawaii News Now just debuted a new reality cooking competition. Did you see it? It is called Kitchen Scraps. Good fun. Now, every Sunday, there's going to be two local chefs. It might be local celebs, local influencers. What they're going to do is scrap it out for culinary glory. We're featuring local ingredients focused on the future of Hawaii's culinary arts. But what's cool is that we're using local recipes, local people to create a local show for local people. That's what it's about. So if you missed it, it'll repeat again on Sunday, 7 p.m. on K5. It's also available online at kitchenscraps.tv. I also want to remind everybody as well, our fan favorite is located there. So if you head to the website, you can vote for your favorite participant this year. Stay with us for all